Benny Andersson's name is synonymous with ABBA, yet he was never the face of the iconic band. While Agnetha Fältskog, Björn Ulvaeus, and Annie Fried Lyngstad dazzled on stage, Benny worked behind the scenes to create the musical magic that made ABBA a global phenomenon. He crafted melodies, arranged harmonies, and fine-tuned every note to perfection. Benny's quiet demeanor and avoidance of the spotlight never reflected the massive impact he had on the band's legacy. His story, filled with personal struggles and artistic triumphs, is only now being revealed, offering a deeper and more complex portrait of the man who shaped ABBA's timeless sound. A humble beginning in Stockholm. Born on December 16, 1946, in Stockholm, Benny Andersson's journey into music began at a young age. Raised in a working-class family, Benny's early exposure to music came through his father, a civil engineer, and his grandfather, a self-taught musician. They introduced him to the accordion at age 6, and Benny's innate musicality blossomed from there. Instead of seeking fame, Benny was drawn to the craft itself. He didn't want to be a star, he wanted to understand the mechanics of music. By ear, he taught himself the piano, learning to replicate melodies after hearing them just once. Music became his language, and his sensitivity to tone and emotion set him apart as a composer, not a performer. From Heapstars to ABBA. By the time Benny was 18, he had joined the Swedish rock band the Hepstars, which soon became known as the Swedish Beatles. Their sound, influenced by Benny's compositions, became more polished and sophisticated under his direction. With chart-topping hits like Sunny Girl and Wedding, Benny's musical voice was beginning to shine. His role as the band's musical brain was solidified, and his interest in the technical side of music production began to grow. It was clear that Benny was not just a performer, he was becoming a master of studio arrangements and songwriting. These early experiences laid the groundwork for his future success with ABBA. The birth of ABBA, a musical partnership. In 1966, Benny's life changed when he met Björn Ulvaeus, a member of the folk pop group the Hootenanny Singers. Their shared love for harmony and attention to detail led to a deep musical partnership that would shape ABBA's sound for years to come. Over the next few years, Benny and Björn began writing together, experimenting with different genres and composing songs for other Swedish artists. Their bond was strengthened, both musically and personally, as they became partners in life with two fellow musicians, Agnetha Fältskog and Annie Fried Lyngstad. The quartet, despite an awkward name, formed a musical chemistry that would change pop history forever. ABBA's rise to stardom. In 1974, ABBA's victory at the Eurovision Song Contest with Waterloo marked the beginning of their international success. This was just the beginning of Benny's transformation into a sonic architect. He treated each song as a detailed work of art, layering instruments, creating harmonies, and incorporating innovative sounds and cues. and Tations. She synthesizers. Benny's perfectionism in the studio was legendary. He wasn't chasing trends or popularity, he was focused on crafting music that would endure. His approach was meticulous, reworking parts of songs for days until every note felt emotionally right. This attention to detail gave ABBA's music its signature blend of joyful melodies and melancholic undercurrents, a combination that became their hallmark. The silent end of ABBA. Unlike many famous bands that end with public declarations, a farewell tour, or a dramatic breakup, ABBA's dissolution was quiet and unspoken. Their final single, Under Attack, was released in December 1982, but didn't make the same impact as their earlier hits. There was no farewell concert, no official press statement, just a slow fade from the public eye. Fans were left with countless questions. Why did ABBA stop when they were still at the top of their game? Benny remained tight-lipped about the reasons for years, leaving fans to speculate. The mystery only deepened as the band's public appearances became rare and cryptic, making ABBA seem like a myth frozen in time. Benny's revelation: the truth behind ABBA's breakup. In November 2024, Benny broke his silence in an interview with The Guardian. For the first time, he openly discussed the real reasons behind ABBA's breakup. "We were exhausted," he admitted. After years of performing, recording, and maintaining the illusion of happiness while personal lives collapsed behind the scenes, the band members were emotionally drained. Benny explained that the band's breakup wasn't due to betrayal or artistic differences, but simply because they had nothing left to give. They had reached a point where continuing would have been inauthentic. This candid reflection gave fans the closure they had longed for, finally explaining the quiet end of one of pop's greatest bands. The emotional collapse behind ABBA's last albums. Benny's revelations were further expanded upon in a follow-up interview with Billboard in 2025. He described the final years of ABBA's career as uninspired and routine. The vibrant collaboration that once defined their music had become mechanical. Songs came slower, and studio sessions felt more like work than passion. Benny described the decision to stop as inevitable, a quiet acknowledgement that the band could no longer function as they once had. The songs from ABBA's final albums, like The Visitors, felt different from the earlier, more energetic hits. They were introspective, melancholic, and imbued with a sense of loss. The emotional weight was felt by listeners, even if they couldn't articulate it at the time. The personal journey of Frida. After ABBA. After ABBA's breakup, Annie Frieda Lyngstad embarked on a new and unexpected chapter in her life. In 1992, she married Prince Heinrich Rützow of Plauen, becoming a member of European royalty. The media was fascinated by this transformation, but life as a princess wasn't all it seemed. The constraints of aristocratic life clashed with Frida's spontaneous emotional nature. Then, in 1998, tragedy struck when her daughter, Anneliese, died in a car accident. Grief-stricken, Frida withdrew from the public eye. During this difficult time, Benny reached out to her. Their shared history and deep understanding of each other's pain offered comfort, not in reliving their ABBA glory days, but in simply being there for one another. The reunion. ABBA's return in 2018. In 2018, the unthinkable happened. ABBA reunited to record 2 new songs after decades apart. This unexpected comeback was not just a return to music, but a new chapter in the band's legacy. In 2021, Benny and Björn produced a full album under the name ABBA Voyage, and they took control of the production, creating a fully immersive digital concert experience using motion capture and avatar technology. The ABBA Voyage show became an international sensation, selling over 1.3 million tickets. This groundbreaking project redefined what a